I can't be the only one really wondering at this point, who the fuck is Tamara and where is she? Your friends are looking for you and they're angry.
Leave us alone!
But we've just started.
They did it again. You arrive somewhere late, somebody knocks at your door to ask if Tamara is in, and then her friends try to home invade you, and the killers this time, they're actually outnumbered, which gives it a weird vibe, and also Lewis Pullman is there playing a 17-year-old at like 26, which also is a weird vibe. The Strangers Pray at Night stars Christina Hendricks, Martin Henderson, Bailee Madison, and Lewis Pullman as a family who head out to drop the angry daughter off at boarding school because she's a bad kid. Yeah, but you know those bad kids. Aw, why is she so bad? I don't know, she smokes, and they talk about her like cutting class one. Fucking hell, these parents suck. I mean, aside from anything else. Anyway, so they arrive at this vacation home owned by their friends, find their friends are dead, and their phones have all been smashed up. Your phones have all been... You all... Including the teenagers, this entire family, when they went outside, left their phones all sitting inside. Including the teenage... Come on. Doesn't matter. So, after finding out that their friends have been murdered, they immediately decide to split up. They decided so fast. They're just like, oh my gosh, you go back inside. We'll go check this out. What do you mean? It's the stupidest thing. And not to like spoil anything, but there are repercussions for that choice, man. They outnumbered the killers. Oh, it's so frustrating. I got really on board with the first film rewatching it recently. I loved the vibe, the time it takes as it builds, the quiet energy of the building tension. This is not like that. It is still a short film. It's under 90 minutes long, but it kind of uses like 10-15 minutes at the start, kind of about them leaving home and doing the traveling bit. And that kind of takes away a lot from the sense of isolation you're meant to have in this film. Like, the first film was just, they arrive at the beginning, at the house. Super isolate, love it. This is not like that, it doesn't have that. And then they find the bodies of their friends in this vacation area, like, really fast. And the overall, not to spoil it again, but the overall shit hitting the fan moment happens early, like within the first half hour. Which means that then... Because I said it about the first one, this kind of film doesn't normally have a second act. You know, you are basically skipping as soon as the shit hits the fan in a home invasion film to the finale. And if that is like an hour long, which this pretty much is, like a full hour long from after the shit hitting the fan moment, that's way too long. They really drag out the whole concept and didn't need to. You know, the first film was under 80 minutes. This could have been as well. You could lop 10 minutes off this and it probably would have helped. Just the fact that they throw something at the car the dad is driving. Like, they didn't even do anything to stop them getting in the car and driving away from all of this. Just getting away. They just throw something at his windshield as he is driving relatively slowly down a straight path. And this man veers off, drives his car basically through a building and totally fucks himself. It's so frustrating. And that is, honestly, the one thing... Out of all the things this film attempts to do, the only thing that it's an S-tier film at is making you scream in frustration at the characters and almost every single one of their actions. God! I will say the fact that it is so much more action-focused than slow burn like the first one was is probably going to mean there's a relative split in who prefers this or that one. I'll just say that I think this is so much more of a goofball, basic film that hits all the expected points than the first one was. The first one really, with the tension building and the slow burn, really had me invested in a way I didn't expect. This one, in a similar way, it sounds like a good concept, but it just falls apart quite fast. I don't know. I think there are good moments. I mean, Bailee Madison and Lewis Pullman are great as siblings in this. Fantastic. But they're barely ever actually on screen together in like one or two scenes, honestly. I do think the pool scene with Total Eclipse of the Heart playing in the background is just fantastic. That is just excellent and honestly pulls the whole film up a bit for me. That was really well done. But it cannot save me from how dumb so many of the other scenes are. Honestly, if I'd watched this in a cinema, I would have had to gag myself because I was screaming out loud so often, like, what are you doing? It's very frustrating. Overall, I think you probably can skip this film if you're watching through the Strangers films ahead of the new one. Unless you have OCD and then you just have to suffer. I'm giving the prime solution to all of this would just be never answering your door, 2.5 stars. I can't be the only one, like, thinking it's weird that Lewis Pullman went in, like, 5 years, from being a teenager in this to being the, like, veteran, like, writer man in Salem's Lot. Like, that's just You can't do that. What are you doing?